I don't know what my stream was doing. Literally, I was connected to the internet and everything. Streamlabs just pooped out. I'll recap the last few seconds. Basically, we figured out that a glue could have been shut, so we fell for a probably obvious trap diversion that was set. So what the fuck? Why? Oh, are we back now? Are we actually back? Dude, that was so frustrating. I don't know why my stream did that. Like, I was connected to internet and everything, and all of a sudden... I was just a cum bender. I believe it. But, like, I was literally just playing the game, and then all of a sudden... Like, I was connected to the internet and everything. Hey man, I already said I believe it. You don't need to convince me. Alright, basically, the drumstick was a trap that they made us think, that the killer made to throw us off. The door was sealed by glue, not the drumstick. The broken drumstick was a diversion.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
Well, maybe they had already killed Hiyoko and just had the body stored in the storage room and then duct taped her up after I discovered the hanging body and ran out. I didn't check the storage room.
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Nagito, he's thinking like me.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
The scrap that was stuck to the baton lighting in the music venue. Now, I should be able to figure out what it is. Fuck. Curtain, maybe? Wallpaper? No, dang it. What button am I supposed to press? I don't remember the controls. Oh my god. Oh. So that's what I do. It's wallpaper. It's gotta be wallpaper. These letters look like they're supposed to go to wallpaper. I just need another W to appear. Yeah, it's wallpaper. I need an A. Damn it. Damn it. Need another P. No! Boom.
I got it!
Yeah, that's right. I'm a gamer.
That's scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper... See? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
The scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of the wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Logic dive? Alright, let me refresh myself on the controls. Accelerate is X. Okay, basically accelerate, brake, and jump. Alright. Where did Yoko's body suddenly appear? It was hidden. I bet it was hidden. Yup. That was my bad. What did the killer use to hide her body? Curtain. Nope. It was also the wallpaper. Good to know. I was thinking maybe they had it like hidden behind the curtain or something. But nah, I'm just stupid. actually kind of hard. How did the killer hide her body? They formed a wall? Damn it, I got it wrong again. So they covered the pillar? With what? Like they covered her with wallpaper too, maybe?
It's all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
Yeah, I had to keep this rating not too bad.
But why did the
The
killer
rating
go
of
to
this
all
game.
this trouble in the first place?
A mutilated body would probably not be the best.
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie. Maybe the killer committed an imitation murder so they could let their accomplice escape.
Crap!
Okay, yeah. I mean, it made a little bit of sense. To hide the weapon?
Crap!
Alright. Well, to mix up the killing
I
order.
see! The reason the killer imitated
Process
two of the
of
murders from the movie
elimination.
was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Gundam, what are you doing?
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
And that's why she
What's
had blood
wrong with
prints.
that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
Gundam, I love you, but you gotta stop this man.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
You know, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Blood on the Souls is probably what it's gonna be.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes.
I agree with that. Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
Okay, Gundam. Calm down.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
What?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line.
What?
But, are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
What? Gundam, my man. What are you talking about?
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Okay.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about, did you see a nice nightmare? You're saying
Smudge
the
on
blood
the
on
floor.
Ibuki's
Smudge on the
feet
floor.
belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Yeah, there was.
Allow me to cut through those words! That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things! You don't have proof of that at all!
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but... Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Yes.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered.
She wasn't. She was convinced to hang herself. That's
For
what
example,
I feel.
it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But the despair disease she had was that she was
But
really
if
gullible.
Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
Hers is a cum bender. Alright, Francisco.
Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean
You like the 3D 2D
someone
style on this
forced
game?
her to do
Yeah,
it?
I love the style of Danganronpa. It has a really good style.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
Like, genuinely
know
probably one of my
anything
favorite
about
game art
that.
styles.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi.
Do I like puzzle games? If so, what type? Honestly, any type. I like all sorts of games, man. Ones that have like super complex puzzles, I'm not really super big on, because then I have to go to Google. But if they're like kind of simple, but like not, you know, baby easy, then I like them.
Then our plan
Of course,
is to destroy the weakest alibi.
if the game has a good enough story, I'm fine with Googling the puzzles. Ever played Gorogoa? If not, I need to play it. I haven't played it. What is Gorogoa?
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's so good.
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before
Puzzles are very
Monokuma's
different.
announcement.
You move images around and combine or separate them to move through spaces. I'll have to check that out. That sounds interesting.
And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
I need to stop messing with that pimple on my face. I'm just gonna like wash my face after stream. Alright.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally
No, my bad.
sleeping in my motel room.
Wrong button.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Was Fuyuhiko... Fuyuhiko wasn't in his cottage.
We can
at the
exclude
time?
the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Oh wait, yeah. I probably need to agree with him with his own account.
Crap!
I'm full health
we can
anyway.
exclude the sick people like me and Akane.
And what about the...
Right before the... I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Crap!
Okay, hold on.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the... I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed at the...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
What?
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what
I'm gonna
about
wait for
the
the clue it
others?
gives me.
Right before the... I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed...
That's not...
Aside from those if nobody, Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Which one am I supposed to use? The game is very beautiful also. I feel like if a game looks really good graphically, that's like a huge upside.
Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing.
So everyone is what about you guys? I was where I was supposed.
That's not.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
It's also a good game with amazing looks, soundtrack, and even better story. I'll have to check that one out too. Okay.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the I was totally asleep.
I think everyone.
So everyone is what about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be.
That's not an.
Aside from those afflicted, if nobody has an alibi, then
Damn it. I feel, yeah, the name Gris sounds familiar.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the other?
Right before the morning and I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone is what about you guys? I was where I was supposed.
That's not.
aside from those if nobody, Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
We can exclude the sick people.
And what about the
Oh wait, maybe I agree with Mikon's
totally
account.
I think everyone.
So everyone.
Damn it, time's up. Okay, yeah, time to vote, blah blah. Let me just get to the restart. Gris is US 17 and Garago is US 15. Alright, good to know. Maybe when I come buy some cash, I'll need to check it out.
This is my...
Let me retry.
We will never give up!
Okay, come on.
We can exclude the sick.
And what about the...
Because I remember Mikon did try to...
Everyone is what about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
What?
Crap!
Okay.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I'm just trying random things now, dude.
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the...
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone.
So everyone is what about you guys? I was where I was supposed.
That's not an.
Aside from those if nobody has an alibi, then
Damn it.
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel.
I think everyone.
So everyone is what about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be. My own.
That's not an alibi.
aside from those if nobody, Operation
Okay, I
Destroy
think
the
I know.
Weakest
I think I
Alibi
know what
has
I'm supposed to
failed.
do. I need
We can
to.
exclude the sick.
And what about the...
Right before the I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone.
So everyone is
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
How do I?
Aside from those if nobody, Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
We can exclude the sick.
And what about the other...
Right before the I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone at the motel.
So everyone is stayed at the.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody, Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
We can exclude the sick.
And what about the...
Right before the morning, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone is what about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
That's not an.
Aside from those
Damn
if
it.
nobody, Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Which one am I supposed to use?
We can exclude the sick people.
And what about the...
Right before the
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone...
So everyone is... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
Oh, God. I'm gonna have to be really careful. Real quick. Let me scroll to the class trial. And make sure I don't accidentally spoil something. 'Cause I'm getting a little frustrated here. Oh, this is the wrong Danganronpa. Alright. I'm not big brain enough for this. I gotta figure it out. Alright. I successfully did that without getting any spoilers. Let's go.
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me.
And what about the...
Right before the... I was totally asleep.
I think everyone...
So everyone is... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed...
That's not...
Aside from those...
If nobody has an alibi, then...
There.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Shut up, Kazuichi.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Okay, shut up, Mika.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? Break time!
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monomi. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls.
What time? Oh, it's class trial suspended for a second, so it's like break time for in the game.
And here's some chance time. What's that? Now then, Monomi's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss.
Thank you, Hudwar Loves All, for the follow.
That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, the time's already running out. So please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then... Hi, Musami. Magical Miracle Girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment.
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Yes, let's save.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Bonomi. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Yeah, I noticed that. I wasn't thinking about it, though.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand the imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So,
Well,
you're saying the
that's 'cause
truth
Sonya,
behind
the
Hyoko's
full-
murder is hidden?
Full mirror.
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this, I need to find that out, no matter the cost.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Yeah.
Or she was guided by the will of causality.
The fact that she had the key on her.
Go to the music? There's no way we'd...
Maybe the killer.
I agree with what Sonia said.
Maybe she got a... No,
She went of her own free will.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
absolutely.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
No, the key was in her outfit.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that...
I won't lose.
Huh?
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No! That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Alright. Step ladder, candle, smudge on the floor, becomes a count. Jeez, these are a lot.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. That girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
I can't back down!
No!
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into
True,
Hyoko's
very
room
PogChamp.
and forcibly abducted her. That girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down!
There we go. Weak. Hey, man.
But Hyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
So small and weak sounds like sex.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
It wasn't messed up, though,
That's
was
the
it?
proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all!
Wait, what a...
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that
Oh,
messed up.
come on.
She fought the killer!
No, I know
That's the
exactly
proof
what it
she was
is.
abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all!
Alright, I got this. this go around right here. Contradiction in what she said, it's Sonya's account.
In Hiyoko's body, her kimono was all messed up.
Okay, never mind.
Crap!
It's with the she fought the body.
Try remembering Hiyoko's. Her kimono was all messed up.
It's too much.
There's
Yeah,
only one
I
reason
know.
her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
No.
Allow
No,
me to
you're
cut
wrong.
through those words. The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room.
Sad.
That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something.
Shut up, Kazuichi. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonya, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonya, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
Homie really just said, we've been alone, I could have killed you that whole time. That's just an Among Us excuse. He was probably on cooldown.
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
killed Hiyoko.
Because the killer used that
Damn,
coincidence
that
for
sucks.
their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
The killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue.
Yes, you can speak, Nagito. Yup.
So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be!
No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
I see. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why? Why weren't there any footprints on the stool, stepladder?
I can prove it with this!
Easy.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail! How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Kamaeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
Oh no, there's pressure on me. So, just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video. And whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
There was some hidden clue in that video. I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw, based on everything I know from the debate thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. What's strange?
Damn it!
Oh, God. There's no blood on the side of this.
Here!
There's blood on the side of it after.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side,
Yup.
there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another
What are you doing,
stepladder? There was
stepladder?
only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing The place where the killer did something? What the fuck? That's such a big word. Oh god, I don't know. It doesn't start with I. It doesn't start with M either. Or L. F-I. Yeah, it's not F-I. Film. So I need an M. Or Phil? Okay, it's not Phil. You gotta go bye-bye? Alright, see you, Francisco. Thanks for stopping by. Filming... Location. Filming location. Dang it, I messed that up. I. I need an N. No! Dude, I was literally right there. I'm gonna have to go through that whole minigame again. Just because I messed it up. I even knew the word.
This is my...
Yeah, just retry.
We will never give up.
Filming location. Filming location. That's the answer. No. Boom. You got good news? Yo, what's that good news, man?
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue.
Farron's finally let you buy Minecraft? Yo, that's pretty awesome, not gonna lie.
It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us what they filmed in the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else. What did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? Alright, alright. Both. Okay. Well, I guess it's the red one. So they only messed with the camera. This doesn't look like Danganronpa. This is Danganronpa. This is a logic die. This is one of the things I have to one of the mini games for figuring stuff out. Oh fuck. Also, how's it going, Dank, my man? Oh, are you kidding me? Camera at the music venue. You were alone in VC with Sats for a little, and you gotta say, worst experience of your life. I bet, dude. Damn it. Why is this actually difficult? Dude, you're fucking kidding me. Okay, sticking farthest to the right, far right as I can. What? That was bullshit. What? Why the question mark, Stank? It literally stopped me.
This is
what happened? It like made me keep going forward even though I was literally turning right. Like I had this held down to the right. I had my fucking stick. Okay. Camera. Damn it. Oh, come on, dude. I turn too slow? Nah, that's all the game. Fucking... I gotta remember there's brakes too. It looks annoying as fuck. Yeah, it really is right now. Alright, gotta slow down. I gotta be careful. Yeah, you can slow down. There's brakes. But I always forget about the brakes. Because, you know, there's a time limit, so I'm always trying to do it fast. What did the killer do with the camera from the music video? They took it with them. Easy. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay, dude. Okay, dude. That's just stupid. Hey, Jimmy, he's not the black one. No, would you like to retry? Yeah.
We'll never give up.
Yeah. Let me start the stupid mini game. Damn it, I was trying to like be super cool and fit through that tiny space and go to the next speed boost. But it just didn't happen. The camera. Alright. This one's going a lot better. Music menu. They took it with them. Alright.
It's all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Oh, they destroyed it.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? Then the possibility is that place inside that building. Oh, come on, another Hangman's Gambit? What is that? That's such a big word. The conference room. Oh no, I messed up. I needed to use that letter C. It's the conference room. I won't use R for a while. Yeah, it's conference room. The place with the blackout curtains. Oh, I needed to use one of those E's. Oh, okay, good. There's another E. Perfect, an N. Now I need another C. Not an F. I won't need that at all. I'll need that soon. That now. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. Easy.
I got it.
It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I've got to make clear what that work was. What's our infused scrap of the paper music venue curtain? Must have been the music venue curtain.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
They might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Tampered with the set. Tampered with the set. I think tampered with the set
no
with the
way
music
in
venue
the
curtain.
music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like, or did the music venue?
Or did they make some kind of set?
No?
Damn it!
They made the conference room look like the music venue.
There's no way the conference and the music venue.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
What?
Damn it!
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music, or did the music venue?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Or they might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe... Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Okay.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look, or did the music venue look like?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Or they might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe... Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
There's no way
Music
the
venue
conference
curtain.
and the music venue.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Yes.
That must be it.
I'm gonna be honest, that was pure luck that it actually worked.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music room look like the conference room. It's gotta be that.
Crap!
Dang it, I was thinking maybe it was the bag. Music venue look like the rope?
Crap!
Damn it.
I can prove it with this!
Yeah, the candle.
You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside Cops say that before. But isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, it must have been somebody else. Maybe it was Akane being filmed.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
The video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there's a fake somewhere. The fake must have been... the Ibuki in the conference room, yeah.
I see!
That's the fake. That's easy.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. No matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set a trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Could it have been Fuyuhiko? I don't think so. I don't want this to be right. I don't want this to be right. Hey, Fuyuhiko, you're not the killer, right? I feel pain too, you know? I never expected I'd be doubted at a time like this. Okay, so it's not Fuyuhiko.
Damn it! Crap! Crap!
Damn it. Is it Mikan?
You're the only one!
What? I thought that, but I didn't want to think it.
You're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey,
What?
don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? Then if you insist, I'll use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the yeah, that's...
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
Oh?
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute? Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What? Are you serious?
So it's not Mikan.
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope. And the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Huh?
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Huh?
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contain a decisive clue? Is that really true? Oh god. Well then it's gotta be the rope used for hanging.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Crap, I should have
Ibuki
read
didn't
that.
die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling, the scars they leave would look different too.
No.
Crap!
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean...
But we believed it was for... Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yeah.
That must be it! So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I want to ask you. So Dad, because it doesn't mean him.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not
The
decided if
music
Mikan is
changed.
the
The music
killer.
got kind of ominous. That's a little spooky.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Huh?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Having fun? Yes.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt...
Are you?
Then there's no reason to believe.
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first.
Nice, nice. Yes, I guess. Alright.
Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey! Mikan!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered 2 of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer! The video... I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Could it be... Was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw the video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. This is how I feel whenever there's 3 people left in Among Us, and one of them killed, and I have to figure out which of the 2 it was, and it's not me. And both of them already know, and I have to figure it out. This is how I feel. You gotta have these truth bullets. Alright.
I'm not the killer!
I feel like it's the
Can't
AC
think of
temperature.
anybody else
She'd be the
other
only
than
person
you.
who...
Who could have filmed that video?
Huh? Do you have any... Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me!
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Alright, so it's not the AC temperature. Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. I'm the only one who saw that video. Who else is gonna do it if I don't?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you. Who could have filmed that video?
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have...
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body. So please forgive...
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Alright.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you. Who could have filmed that video?
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown... Or could it be the hospital slip?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly...
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Damn it.
Just from that dip. There's no way you'd be... So please
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Camera angle, camera...
I'm not the
you know.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on... Is the hospital gown... Or could it be the hospital...
Ibuki and Mikan...
Is that really your... You could tell her body type just from that just from that camera angle?
Damn it.
Damn it!
Okay.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
Maybe her
Who could have
mistake...
filmed that video?
Huh? Is the hemp bag on... Is the hospital gown... Or could it be the hospital...
Ibuki and Mikan...
Is that really... You could tell her body type just from that camera... Just from that dim... There's no way you'd be able to make... So please forgive...
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Damn it. Was the evidence that Mikan was the one who filmed the video? Okay, so... What is it? Come Come on.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her? Is the hospital gown she would? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Damn it.
Damn it!
God. My brain's working too hard right now.
This is my... We will never give up!
Alright, come on. Come on. Okay.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different...
Is that really your You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
I don't know, dude.
Damn it!
I'm just taking random shots.
I'm not...
Alright. Fucking... What is it? What? It's...
The killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any... Is the hemp bag on... Is the hospital gown she was wearing? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon...
Is that really... You could tell her body just from that... There's no way you'd be able to make... So please, Hajime,
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have an... Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on... Is the hospital gown... Or could it be the hospital...
Ibuki and Mikon...
Is that really... You could tell her body just from that... There's no way you'd be able to... So please forgive... Hajime,
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay. I feel like I need to use that.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have... Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Damn it.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on her head? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital...
Ibuki and Mikon...
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have any... Is the hemp bag on her head? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital...
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different...
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
Fuck. What? What could it be? It's... Alright.
So please, Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I need the killer's mistake. I need that.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that dim. There's no way you'd be able. So please, Hajime, you're the only
One who can point out the killer's mistake.
Alright, next go around.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the
I've already
hemp
done
bag on
that.
her head? Is the
I've already done
hospital
that.
gown? Or could it be the
I think
hospital?
I've done that.
Ibuki and
I don't
Mika-
think it's the
Is that
slippers.
really you could tell her body type.
It's
under
not the hospital gown.
Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
I'll shoot
Oh, that
through
worked.
that contradiction. Mikon, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Oh.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikon knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikon? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! Huh?
Oh no, she's breaking. She's going insane.
I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag, isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
There were two. Monokuma said that.
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
It's not. There were two.
That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third Panic Talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this BTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You'll no longer be able to make do with just the X button. Below the tempo marker in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you run out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy remarks, no matter how much you match the X button. You'll be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the square button to reload. Just like locking on that square button in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the X button. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you kept the tempo. If you get the timing wrong when you press the square button, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and you will not run out during fever time. If your difficulty level is set to gentle, you don't need to reload. I guess it's a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanation for the class trials. The rest is for you to overcome. Blah, blah, blah. Despair. Then good luck and have
I'll
fun.
keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something to end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it.
You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me!
What are the controls? Lock on and attack. Select final strike.
Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me!
Alright.
Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
This is the end!
Easy.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
If I buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to pay customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Alright, closing argument. Oh jeez, my health's almost all the way down. Alright. All right.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that. So I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand.
Lurking for several years. Yes, yes.
They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene.
Sorry, I was paying attention to the game, so I don't know how long ago you said that, dang.
In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance.
Not too long? Alright, that's good.
However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
I wasn't expecting it to be her at all.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, Like the
Yeah,
sky
I'm
is
definitely
falling
enjoying it.
down upon you.
What's up, Synthetics?
This feeling of despair.
Mikon, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Why is Monokuma interrupting? I don't know how I really did that during that. Oh, that works.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go! Well
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point,
correct.
you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Do just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peiko. She's actually gone mental.
Well, that's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan too, you say?
I
know because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikan also had despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime? Has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. Yeah, the flashbacks, because, yeah, that. That's right. Mikan felt really hot at the time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps...
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name, despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Impossible.
There's no way I could forgive that.
Oh?
for the sake of despair. That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong. What's wrong?
what I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh? Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive. They'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. The feeling of friendship, where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
how amazing.
it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
this is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease.
But
But if that means she remembered something and ended up like this.
such despair.
Are you saying that you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know. Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of my many human relationships. So, it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see. Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this. All because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that! There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Oh, you still doubt me. Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization that you were all worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not know, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future. That's right. That symbol in the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future.
Hey,
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, the organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know.
As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monomi? Huh?
I knew it! Monomi, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they?
Monomi and I aren't members. I am Monokuma! My existence is entirely my own!
Hey,
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us.
Of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Oh?
Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Oh, hell no!
You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
Countdown? You even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything. I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person I've been spending time with up until now? The past. Past? That person, she doesn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend.
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's...
Well,
that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events. Whatever memory it is, losing memories are
do you understand?
like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories, makes us shadows of the past, don't you think?
hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. The story about our stolen school lives.
Hey, hey!
So, it was true all along? Our memories were taken away?
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much.
Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
Oh?
Oh, Monokuma. Is it alright for you to start now? Yes, indeed. Punishment time?
Damn it. Why?
Mikan.
Wait, Mikan. Why does it have to end like this? I thought it was her talking because it showed up her. This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
So, I mean... It looked like Hajime was infected too then, because he remembered a little bit. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyota and Hyoki Sayonji was Mikan Sumiki, and she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it.
It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But
Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend, who we thought we knew, ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice toward us. And now, there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about those feelings. It's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too.
Wrong. Too bad, that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on!
The traitor's still alive. As proof, see how fine Manami looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation. So you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different from Manami.
Phew. Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I don't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break.
Hey!
The right eye made out of black beans?
Hey!
Wait, no, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the First Islands beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Old friend?
Huh?
Could it be Nekomaru?
Hey!
Is it? It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all? Safe. How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? Am I happy Nekomaru's return? I'm happy Nekomaru's returning to us, but I...
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly can't be happy. Miss Sonia.
However...
Even so, I'm still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I'm truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would be the same if they'd still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit. That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence.
I shall crush you into dust. Ibuki, Hyoko, Mikan. Can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. And please, just do your tasks. We can win off of tasks. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Huh? What the heck?
Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Akane.
All right.
Alrighty then, let's go! Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Uh-oh.
Man, he just ran off without listening to what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others are finished talking? Well, what does that mean?
Hey!
You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Huh? Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility! What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. What, is he like a cyborg or something? As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry, to the beach on the first island!
All right!
Let's haul ass! Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the first island. Where in the world is Nekomaru?
Hey,
Hey, Nekomaru, show yourself!
Listen!
We've come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But
Hey!
what the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be? Did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice! With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of that voice. And then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing!
Yeah, he's a cyborg.
The name's
full robot.
Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Well, there's the end of that one. Well, that's the end. What I might do is, nah, I don't really have enough viewers for a raid.
So I'm just gonna end off stream right here. It was a good stream. Thanks to everybody who watched so much. Guess I should probably go on the stream over screen instead. It was great streaming this game. I really like this game. I'm very curious about where it's gonna go. I'll see you on the next one. Sometime tomorrow. Bye-bye.